boy, did New Zealand bat well.
Well, they did. They got off to a great start. Tim Seifert, Colin, Munro. After a first over of being quite sedate, the partnership between these two was 86. And the thing that was of note was the pitch was good. And also Seifert, after Munro got off to an early start, decided, I'm going to play catch-up and overtake you and be the most aggressive. Played all around the ground, played spin well, pace well, and picked up 50. Munro tried to go over the top against the spin, fell for 34, just off 20 balls. The job done. It didn't stop Seifert, who was aggressive. 7 fours, 6 sixes for Tim Seifert. And maybe the thought of 100 was on the cards. Along with Kane Williamson, they put on 48. Kane Williamson got his timing going, and just when that talk of 100 was on, Colin knocked out his off stump. Kane Williamson, as I mentioned, got the timing going. He hit 3 sixes. They dropped short, he hit it. Daryl Mitchell on debut. Nearly pulled off a 6, and watch this catch. Brilliant from Dennis Kartik. Made amends for putting one down earlier. Williamson fell pretty much next ball after Mitchell. The New Zealand were teetering on 164. Ross Taylor showed power on the offside and the leg side. Gondo got one that he'd normally put out of the park. He fell for 3. Very good catch. And Ross Taylor, after getting through to 23, just off the 14 balls, fell. And New Zealand wondered whether they'd get that 200. Well, they did, plus more, thanks to Cougar line. There was touch at the start, and then there was power. There was also some grace as he made his way through to 20 off just 7 balls at a strike rate of 286. So New Zealand walked off very, very happy.
Yeah, heck of a performance. That 219 for 6, 84 for Seifert. But all of New Zealand really chipped in. A couple of people maybe missed out, but that's what's happened. And I thought the innings right at the end by Scott Kugelheim, when New Zealand was stalling and not looking like they were going to get as many as they should, he finished it off beautifully with 20 off just 7. So India are going to need to show all the skill that they most certainly do possess in that side if they want to win this one.
Quality performance from New Zealand. Shikhar Dhawan certainly initially threatened to keep India in the match. He was particularly destructive against Scott Kugelheim in particular. A few sixes, but an outstanding catch, getting rid of Rohit Sharma off Tim Southee, who took the new ball well, having sat on the sidelines for 4 one-dayers in a row. Promotion for Vijay Shankar, who showed us his power and class, but that, the turning point of the innings. 150 kilometres an hour, Shikhar Dhawan blowing away. A few more sixes, 7 in the innings in total. Well short of New Zealand, and Rishabh Pant, the talent, one of the new wonder kids of Indian cricket, unable to get going. 4 off 10 for him. New Zealand's catching was very good. He gave nothing to India. Another example from Tim Southee. There's no hiding in the T20 version anymore. Daryl Mitchell on debut. As Kane Williamson suggested, a little cameo with the bat, bowled well, and then a good outfield catch as well. This was the only partnership India had. It was worth 52. Ronald Pandya along with MS Dhoni. And when that dismissal happened, it was pretty much good night for India. The tail came and went. Brilliant from Seifert, matching the heroics with the bat. And it was left to the experienced, greatest finisher the game has seen. Mitchell closed it out with his first T20 wicket on debut for New Zealand. So both teams will move on to Auckland, but plenty for India to think about. Nobody getting going and chasing a score of in excess of 200. You need at least 2 of those top 4 or 5 to get up near at least 80 to 100. All 6 bowlers did the job for New Zealand. Scott Kugelheim expensive. Everybody else picking up wickets and keeping India pretty much out of the run chase from a long way out. So confirm this first T20 international here in Wellington. On the back of Tim Seifert's 84, getting an opportunity up the top with the injury to Martin Guptill.